Welcome to Mike Cooley Radio. Let's get it, because we gon' get it in. What's good, everybody? I hope everybody's having a blessed day, and I hope everybody is staying sucker-free. Yes, that's right. You know what I always say, staying sucker-free from these haters, because these haters are running strong, and they're running hard, and they are hating on people because they have a jealousy because they can't be you. So always remember, when you have haters out there, friends, family, roommates, anybody, and they talking lip about you, it's because they jealous of what you have, and they are suckers. So tell them, stay away, sucker, because you trying to be sucker free. All right? And let's talk about this segment, because this segment is going to be very, very interesting. But before we get on this segment, I want you guys to do me a favor and go on YouTube and follow me on YouTube, Mike Cooley, MikeEKOOLY, if you misspell it, because some people misspell my name. Some people misspell my name. They do. So yeah. So please follow me on YouTube and follow me on all social media networks and everything. You'll get a chance to see me doing what I'm doing in the industry. See me on the red carpets with some of the biggest names in the world and the celebrities and things that we all do and everything. And you get to see everything I do. And hopefully, if you have any questions, please reach out to me on those social media networks, Facebook, Instagram. Just put in my name, Mike Cooley, and I will pop up. And Mike Cooley Radio is on all platforms, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and everything. Please follow. Keep listening. Have other friends listen so I can build this great podcasting that I have built for a few years now that you guys clearly love, because you keep coming back. I appreciate it. Shout out to all 20 plus countries that are listening right now. I want to give you guys a shout out, because sometimes you probably think I don't notice that you guys are there, but I know you guys are there. I want to give a shout out to Canada, a shout out to Morocco. I hope I said it right. I'll be messing up the names. But also I want to, France, United Kingdom. Man, there's so many of you guys. I can't even get it all out. Israel. I want to thank all you guys that's listening. Germany, because I have a big following in Germany. So shout out to Germany, because I do have a big following out there that does listen to me. I look at my rates in Germany. You guys definitely be listening, and I thank you guys in Germany for listening to me and listening to my platform. So shout out to Germany. Shout out to America, of course. You know what I mean? You're always going to support me. I love my American people. So thank you here in America. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there before we get on this segment, because I am all over the world, and I do appreciate everybody from all different countries. If I didn't mention your country, I apologize. It's just I don't have all the countries in front of me to name each one of them at the moment. So next segment, I'll give a shout out to all the countries, and I will have a list of the countries that are watching, and I will give you a good thank you and a shout out to your country for listening to Mike Cooley Radio. Speaking of countries, our country's in some trouble. I mean, I'm starting to wonder what the hell is going on in our country. If you go back and listen to my segment, right? If you go back and listen to my segment about Joe Biden, I got criticized a little bit about it. Because people say, oh, well, Mike, is Biden too old? Is Biden this? What? Biden's too old. And not just too old. And I'm not saying, because when I mean too old, what I mean too old mentally, I just don't think he can keep the job for the next 4 years. Not now. We're talking about 4 years from now. He'll be 82. So he'll be what? 86 by the time he gets out of office. I just think that's a lot to be asking for somebody up in that age to be running this country and running the world, because we are the power in the world. You know what I mean? So we have the power. And so that's what's my thoughts. And then he goes into the situation, and he goes ahead and goes into this debate. Joe Biden looks crazy, right? He's mumbling his words, which I didn't understand what the hell he was saying. Half the world didn't, and people in America, we sure in the hell didn't know what he was saying. And then when he failed and everybody wanted Joe to drop out, Joe said he wasn't dropping out. So let's fast forward to what happened to Trump just recently. They tried to kill him. And they said, who's they? Somebody. Oh, it's a 20-year-old kid. Whatever. They tried to kill him. If Trump never moved a certain way, it would have hit him in the head. This could have been an assassination. And so at the end of the day, why? That's the question here. Why would somebody want to kill Trump? Now you got Joe talking about, oh, we don't know what this was. We don't want to jump into conclusions and all this stuff. And we got to get the more of the info. We got the info. We've seen it up close and personal. They try to assassinate this man. It is what it is. We can sit up here and act like and try to clean it up. No, they try to assassinate this man. And the crazy part is, I'm going to get deeper with this because it gets deep. Do you know that the people that were there, the ralliers, they said that they seen the shooter climbing up far up a building with the rifle. They said that they tried to tell them and they wouldn't listen. They tried to tell Secret Service, hey, somebody's up there with a gun. They ignored them. They didn't listen. Act like they didn't want to hear them. And I want you guys to listen to this so I can prove a point here, just to make sure you understand where I'm coming from. So I'm going to sit up here and I'm going to show this. And after I show this to you guys, I will give you my opinion after, all right? This is from a witness that seen the situation, okay? So this is from a witness. I want you guys to understand this. Here we go. Give me 1 second here. I'm getting it all loaded for you so you guys can see what's going on here. I'm getting all the info right now. So it's just crazy. So I want you guys to listen to this. And then I will be back with you guys. Here we go.
You can see behind us at the Brinkles Farming Greenhouse here.
1 second here. I want to make sure I get all this good for you guys.
We had a party, and we all decided, hey, when we hear Trump up there, we're going to walk up through the field, stand by the trees up there under the shade, and watch and listen to the rally, right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea, But we noticed the guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police are like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for 2 or 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service.
We were telling the police. We were pointing at him for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
binoculars?
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? I mean, this is not a big place.
Did you see, I mean, obviously everyone, when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh, yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, just be careful, because we don't know quite know who's watching, but you're pretty sure they shot the guy?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
You saw that happen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
It's incredibly shocking.
The guy was on the roof right there. You can see the white roof right there.
Did you get a look at him? Could you?
No, other than he was in muted colors, tan type clothing. We saw the rifle flinging around as he was trying to crawl. I mean, we saw the rifle, 100%.
Do you know about guns? Do you know what kind of weapon it was?
Oh, I absolutely know about guns, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it was a rifle of some sort. I wouldn't know, I wasn't close enough to read the label on it, but
sure. But
it was a rifle of some sort. Yeah, absolutely.
So how do you process what you've just seen?
I don't know what to say, man. All I'll tell you is, if I walked up close to there with anything that Secret Service considered a problem, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you right now. But I don't know why a guy who we're standing there pointing out to police and Secret Service is crawling up the roof.
So you hear that, right? So that's from a witness. Should I give you another one? Should I give you guys another one? So I'm starting to wonder what the hell is going on. I am happy that Secret Service did their jobs to make sure that former President Trump was safe. You know what I mean? Nobody should have their life on the line for speaking their thoughts and giving their opinion. That's what this country is about. That's why it's so many people, immigrants, are trying to come over here to this country. It's because of the fact that the values that we hold of freedom of speech and thoughts and things like that. These are Trump thoughts. If you don't like them, go vote. But to try to kill the man is crazy to me. And it made me start to think it's getting deeper, because I don't understand how Secret Service didn't see this. And I get it was a war, but they should have had that place surrounded all the way, no matter what, because they know there's people out here that don't like Trump and are mad at Trump because he got away with these 34 felony things, which he really didn't get away, but he could still run for president, right? And so people are wondering, how is he pulling these things off, and how's he able to do these things? And people are getting frustrated. The media is getting frustrated. The crowd is getting everybody's getting frustrated, and we all just need to calm down, okay? We all need to just relax. That's it. Well, why do I say that? Because at the end of the day, whoever is president, we're gonna be okay. We're going to be okay. My issue with Joe is that he's moving too slow on making decisions. That worries me. And people in this country, even Democrats, are worried about this. This is a concern here. We are a United States of America. And when you guys go out here and you do these things to Trump and do these things to try to harm our former presidents and things like that, you're making us look bad in other countries. You don't think other countries watch our rallies and watch what we do? So why would you do these things knowing that we're representing our country? Now they saying that they should have Secret Service for all the people. All the candidates that's even running, just trying to run. Because so many threats are out there because people are frustrated about the politics. Before I get out of here, I just wanted to make it short and sweet. I didn't want to be here talking about this the whole time, all right? And I want you to listen to one more person here, okay? And hold on, give me a second here. Give me 1 second. Let me let you guys listen to this. Hold on. All right. Now, this is another witness. I just want to prove a point. Okay? This is another witness talking about the shooting, okay? Somebody different. This ain't the same person. All right, so here we are. All right, I want you guys to listen. I always like to do 2 points so you can understand that I ain't making it up. Here we are.
At yesterday's shooting, Ryan, you say you saw the shooter moments before he took aim at the former president. Talk to me about what happened in that moment.
All right, so I just got over to the fence line where the rally was going on. I just left my job, Pizza Pie. I was going over there to see Donald Trump start speaking. About 10 minutes into it, a guy beside me looks over and he said, he has a gun. He has a gun. I look up at the top of the AGR building, and there was a gentleman going in prone position with a rifle. He then laid down, took 4 shots. I'm thinking it was 4, could have been 5. It was a kind of a chaos at the moment at the president. As I heard that and seen that, I was with my one buddy. We kind of pushed him to the ground. As we're looking up, I heard one more shot and seen the guy's head kick back and split open. And that's how that went down. After that, it was chaos. You seen Secret Service cops rushing towards the AGR building, rushing around to start pushing people out.
Now, you say you were yelling, as was that person next to you, that he's got a gun, trying to wave down security. What was the reaction of security around you? Did they hear you? Did they understand what you were talking about?
One weird thing I thought was weird, there was no Secret Service on top of the AGR building. They were across the field where Donald Trump was. So I don't think they could have heard us at the time because how far the distance was until they started seeing the chaos of people start running and screaming. Because, like I said, he was able to get probably 4 shots off before they took him out.
Ryan, what was your reaction in that moment? Did you feel like maybe you were mistaken, or maybe it was, we have a tendency sometimes to downplay situations when we are in them, or did you realize right away what was about to happen?
I realized right away what was happening. I was scared for my life. I threw my owner, he's an older man, 70 years old, I threw him to the ground. And then I tried to get down to the ground with him because the shots were going off, and I could see the smoke coming out of his gun. It was intense. It was really surreal.
What was it like right after then?
Chaos. You got multiple agencies trying to move people, figure out what's actually going on. Of course, they rushed the building, went up there and make sure he was dead. It was nuts. I don't know how other way to explain it. It was just massive chaos.
And are you having conversations about this now, Ryan? When you got home last night and in talking to other people from the community, what are they saying? How are they reacting to this?
They were very frightened. It's a scary thing. Butler's a very small town. And for something this big to happen in such a small area, it's quite an eye-opener.
Ryan, how do you feel now? I mean, you witnessed something incredibly dramatic yesterday. Do you feel like it's sunk in?
Oh, yeah. It sunk in hard. It definitely makes me feel like we are a little divided here in our country, which we should not be.
Well, Ryan, I'm so sorry that you had to witness what you did yesterday. I'm glad that you and your colleagues are safe, and thank you for sharing your story.
There it is, all right? So these were just two people. I just want to explain something, man. You know, I just grateful and happy that a lot of people got out of there safe. Saddened by I heard one died. Not the shooter. The shooter got what the shooter was going to get. You're not going to shoot at a former president and think you was going to be alive to talk about it. That ain't how life works. That was going to happen anyway. So that doesn't. So that I'm just being honest. That was going to happen anyway. So I'm not worrying about him. I'm talking about there was one person that died that was behind Trump, and then one injured. Saddened about that. Condolences to the families. And this shouldn't happen in our country. We shouldn't have this type of division where that the candidates can't go and talk and have a rally. You can like Trump, you can hate Trump. When somebody's trying to take your life, it's something different. This man could have been gone today. This could have been worse. All because we in our feelings and our emotions about things. Well, that's what, and knowing that we have a thing called voting, that you'll get your time to, your voice to be heard. And I get it. Oh, it's red, and red is red. You still have the right to vote. And it's always going to go in our favor. But we have to understand that these are two individuals who have different points of views on how to run this country, but they're not trying to hurt us. They're trying to better it the best way they think that they can better this country. Now, you can agree with them or disagree with Joe or Trump, but they're not there to harm it to a point that we all gonna be dead. They're trying to have their vision on what they feel is the right way to go in this country and things like that, and their vision and stuff. So, as a country, we have to come together. As a country. America, we have to come together. As a country. And to really find ways to solve issues and problems that we're having in this country. Because we have so much stuff that's going on. It's unbelievable. I can give so much detail, but I'm not going to get into it because I don't want to make the segment too long. At the end of the day, I hope that we have peace from now on from this peace, meaning that we're not having no more violence. We don't need violence. We don't need violence. It's enough of that in other countries. We don't need violence. You know what I mean? We have enough of that in our own country in certain areas and neighborhoods and things. We don't need the violence. We need to come together as a country. Come together and make what we think is the best decision for this country on who can run this country. And to be honest, I'm just being honest, and Trump seemed like he's the best fit for me. And that's just the way I'm looking at it for now. I don't know. Joe, I gotta know. Joe's cool. I don't know. But when I'm looking at this whole situation, Trump right now, it's like he's ahead. Now, maybe later on, in months down the road, I might come back to you. And I might say, well, Joe's catching up. But right now, man, Trump I think is winning this election right now. That's how I feel. I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel just for what I'm seeing and them trying to kill this man. You're not trying to kill this man because he looks good. Yeah, let me repeat that again. You're not trying to kill the man because he looks good. You're trying to kill the man because you don't want him in office. And that's crazy to me because at the end of the day, we supposed to let them tell us what they're going to do for this country. We supposed to vote who we like the best and let the chips fall where they fall. And whoever win, they win. And we take it from there as a country, and we support whoever that president is, and we support them, and we get behind them, and hopefully they will do what they say they're going to do to better this country. And that's all we can do. But all this killing and all this stuff is unnecessary. It's a scary, scary thing. Very scary. That's all I would say about it. It's very scary. Scary times that we're living in, that we can't even go to a rally. We can't go to the movie theaters. We can't go to the mall no more. Shit, we can't do nothing. It's like, what can we do now in the world? Because every time you look around, somebody's shooting or getting out of control. We need to do something with the gun control laws. I get it, we have the right to bear arms. But damn it, it has to be something in the fine print on how to control this, because there's too many young kids. Because they saying the Trump guy who shot Trump was 20 years old. Young kids is getting hold of guns. 15-year-olds, 13, 20-year-olds. Where the hell they getting these guns from? But because they in these different states, they're allowing them to go ahead and carry guns at 15 years old and all this nonsense that I be hearing out there. That's crazy to me. These kids should not be able to hold no gun at no 18 years old. This is my opinion. They can't buy liquor. They can't buy cigarettes. They can't buy lighters. Why the hell they going to go get a gun? I don't understand it. But we got to get these gun laws together to keep everybody safe. Kids, adults, presidents, former presidents. We have to get a tight situation. We have to come tight and come together and help one another. That's all I have to say. Mike Cooley Radio, and I'm out. Let's get it, because we gonna get it in. God bless. And I'm gone.